Do you currently have management?
Yeah, right now I'm being managed by Carbon Keys Marketing out of San Diego. We was just with Ty Dolla Sign 2 weeks ago. You know, he just dropped the album with Ye. It was going crazy just to hear the album, but then like have him perform the songs in person and right next to each other. Blowing, doing what we got to do. It was just a dream come true. So after I seen, you know, they held me to that level and stature to give me an opportunity like that. I was just like, yeah, we locked it in. Now Carbon Keys Marketing, we get into it.
What venue is that you saw that performance?
It starts with a P. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's one of the hottest clubs in San Diego. My friend Ace Rogers, he owns the Lamborghini Yacht. There's only two in America. You know what I mean? Conor McGregor owns one. He owns the other one. We were there, and I they were the two individuals that own the marketing company. They were there, and they didn't know I was an artist. I was just hanging out, letting them do their thing, letting everybody do their thing, and then we got to talking, and they're like, yeah, we own this marketing company. One of them is like a social media influencer. He got like 400,000 followers on IG. He's just like, yeah, yo, I really think we could take you to the next level. Once I told him that I made music, at the time, I had a Burberry scarf wrapped around my head, with the Cartier shades. I got the Versace on right now, but yeah, there was like, yo, like the way you move is different, you know. And after that, like, there's like, yo, we going to the club. Ty Dolla Sign about to be right there. I was like, all right, let's get to it. I didn't really think this is what I'm saying. You got to be careful in the industry because people could tell you things, and it's like it's misleading. But like everything was leading up. They were showing me proof, everything, and the rest is history.
So you saw Ty and Kanye that night.
Nah, Ye wasn't there. He was in L.A., but he wasn't there. It was just Ty. He performed basically all the major hits on the album. Even we was turning up to North song too. It was crazy. It was turned up.
Now, sidestepping here, speaking on Instagram, for those in the audience getting to know you for the very first time, care to share your screen name on IG as well?
Yes, of course. It's Shelovepolo. She Love Polo underscore all one word.
And you had a chance to experience that yacht?
Oh yeah, shout out my guy Ace Rogers. He's a professional gambler. He owns three tech companies, I think maybe four now, and he has a three-legged dog that he like also does like charities for homeless dogs and just like dogs in need, just anybody really in general. This guy's really different, but yeah, I went to an event that he was hosting, and I ended up speaking, telling my story, and one thing led to another. Chuck Liddell was there. Then, next thing you know, we're on a Lamborghini yacht, like drinking the Clase Azul. Chuck falls off the yacht. Chuck Liddell falls off the yacht. TMZ is just like everyone, like there was like 200 plus people just filming us like on the yacht. Like he was in the water, they was fishing him out. It was crazy. Somebody sent the video to TMZ. Next day, it was up all over the news, everything. But like Ace, he gets a lot of bad credit because like he's brutally honest. He's a rich guy. He's a minority. People like expect, I guess, him to be a certain way, and he just wants to be himself. You know what I mean? But he's really down to earth. I drove the Urus. I was in the Rolls Royce truck. He got the Storado. I think it's the first off road Lamborghini. Got a chance to drive that. He had me and a security go and a camera crew go shopping, Cartier store, Rolex, just chilling. Like, look at me. Like he's a millionaire. So he showed me mad love, and I'm forever grateful to him. And through him, I also met a lot of people. The guy that was Jacob Lewis, I think he was at the riots, the Capitol riots. I was with him, and he was one of the people that went viral during COVID because he kept his gym open. I think he owns it's called the gym or something like that. He owns that, and just the whole, I met a lot of people. It's really good networking. I mean, through him. Shout out to Ace.
He gifted you some items during that shopping spree?
He didn't gift me the items. He just like set up, like he allowed me to go shopping with like, you know, security, just camera crew and everything, make some content. It was just something that I really didn't expect to be to that level. I just thought like, you know, we were just gonna be, you know, hanging out or whatever, but it turned into a full experience. Ruth, Chris, all the craziest things, you know what I mean? It's like we was playing blackjack for 2,000 just out the blue, you know? Like he's really like that.
So how much time did you actually spend on that yacht, and what was that like, just the yacht itself?
I was on the yacht 3 days in a row. So the toilet 25,000 itself. And let me tell you though, the craziest thing about the yacht is like you can't get the yacht unless you've spent X amount of dollars with Lamborghini. That's why there's only two in America. You know what I mean? Like, and you got to pay the 4.5 cash. You understand? Like, it's just ridiculous, and it's literally like a Lamborghini on water. It's the crazy, like, it's one thing seeing a Lamborghini on the road, seeing the Urus, seeing the Aventador, seeing all the types, you know what I mean? But to actually be on a boat with the Lamborghini, the seats is Lamborghini. The whole back end is like, you know how they have the the kit on the back on the window that is like the back is literally like that, and he got it in blue. It's ridiculous. Daniel Mack was on it too. So if you want to see the one I'm referencing to, go to Daniel Mack's page on IG, the guy that asked him what you do for a living. Ace actually took him for a ride on the yacht and then flew him back to LA in his private jet and like took him to the private jet in a Rolls Royce. It was crazy. Shout out my guy Ace.
Did you do a number 1 or number 2 on that $25,000 toilet?
Yo, Ace is not letting nobody do it on the yacht. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't personally, but you know, when you're on the boat, the last thing you're thinking about is doing that. You know what I mean? It's really an experience that like if you get a chance to, definitely take it. I know under 100 people have been on a Lamborghini yacht, and I'm a part of that 100, so I'm definitely extremely blessed. You know, last year I was in a coma. I got a stimulator implant in my back, and the doctors basically told me they didn't know how my life was going to move on. So a lot of things have been occurring to me that, like, feel like a dream. This was definitely one of those things, you know what I mean? I got to drive 3 crazy cars in a week setting that I, you know, never would have thought, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to wake up today, go drive the Urus, or, you know what I mean? Just easy access, one of one Ferrari, you know what I mean? Paid 50,000, like, crazy.
So you had the opportunity to drive these Lamborghini vehicles.
Yeah.
But did you get a chance to touch the steering wheel of that yacht?
I actually sat in the driver's seat, and it's just like it's fast. I'll tell you that much. You know what I mean? It's like gliding on water. Like it's you're getting your money's worth. You know what I mean? I know there's bigger yachts. I know, you know, there's like 450, like Bill Gates got a crazy yacht, Vladimir got a crazy yacht, but none of them have a Lamborghini yacht. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Anything else you want to say in regards to this Lamborghini yacht?
Yeah, I ain't been on it. You know what I mean? Try if you get the opportunity, do it. It's crazy.
Now, with all the people you've met, and this could be famous people, celebrities, well-known people, however way you want to call them or describe them, who's been the friendliest out of all those people you've had a chance to meet? And using the phrase friendliest loosely here, it could be nicest, coolest, so on and so forth.
If I had to pick one,
Yes.
yo, Ace showed me a lot of love, you know? Like, a lot of people with money and a lot of people with cars and stuff, like, they very possessive over it. They like, oh, like, don't touch, don't do it. Like, oh, no, you can't drive. Like, it's a $500,000 car, you can't drive it. Like, I was like, yo, Ace, can I drive the Urus? He's like, yo, put it on, what's the mode? Put it on whatever sport mode it is. He's like, that's the fastest. That's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Just for me, like I'm a regular dude. You know, regardless of everything that I say that I've done, I always see myself as regular. I still chill with regular people. You know what I mean? No matter who I've met, like I still got people back home that I'm still the same person to. So it's like for me to be where I'm from, and I'm from a third world country. You know what I mean? I wasn't born here, so for me to come even from that, it's just like damn. You know, I got people in my country like starving for just crumbs. You know what I mean? I'm out here driving a Lambo and shit, chilling with millionaires. Like, it's crazy.
Now, what country is that you're referencing?
I'm from Haiti. I was born in the capital. Sakpase na boule deja connais. Coupe tête boule kai.
Now, when you ask Ace that question, were you just joking? Were you dead serious? Were you just throwing it out there, maybe trolling?
Yeah, so one thing about Ace is we drink the Clase Azul every day that I was there. So, you know, at one point in time, like I forgot, like we were like best friends. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, let me, you know, I wasn't drinking at the time, but like it was like obviously before we started drinking, I'm like, yo, Ace, like, could I take the yours? He's like, yeah. He's like, here, just put it on this mode, just go crazy. You know, he got a one of one Ferrari. I forget the specs of it, but it literally on the side of it says one of one. You know what I mean? And he just told us go crazy. Told us how to put the convertible up and down, and he was just like, just go for it. You know what I mean? Make sure you get on the highway. Like that's just crazy to me. You know what I mean?
Now, was that your only interaction with Ace? Was that 3-day period?
Nah, I mean the 3 day period turned into like a week. You know what I mean? I still go back. You know, just to pull up. We have a drink, just chill in the office. Like he he really someone that I thought it was gonna maybe be like a like little friendly type relationship, but we really locked in though. He bought my domain like while we were eating. Like he was like, why is your name my the website name to my clothing, the Sink or Swim you see right here. We got suits, shirts, everything. He was like, what's the name to your website, your domain? I was just like, oh, Money Bag Cartel. He was like, what? He was like, why is that? And I was like, I couldn't find the Sink or Swim, you know, domain. Like, and when I did, it was too expensive. Like at the time, I couldn't buy it. So we just, you know, casually talking with the group that we're with, and someone's talking. I think I was talking. He's like, "Yep, I just bought it. SinkerSwimClothes.com." Like I was like, "Wait, what?" He was like, "Yeah, I just bought it right now." He's like, "We're gonna transfer it to your GoDaddy." I was like, "Oh, all right, bet." Like, you know, just showing love. It's not even like I asked for it or nothing. It's just like he fuck with me genuinely. I was just like, "Yo, I'm a bless real quick." You know what I mean? A lot of the millionaires that I met, like, that's how they are. I guess they fuck with my character. They know I'm a little different. You know?
How much did that domain cost, and did he actually transfer it?
Yeah, he did transfer it, and I don't know how much nothing costs. He ain't even let me know. This is a guy I'm talking about. We went out to Ruth Chris. Dinner cost probably like almost 4,000. He tipped them 14,000. You feel me? He spent like you know like I don't know, dog. When you do a sign like that, it's over.
And how did you meet Ace initially?
He's a gambler. You know what I mean? I I'm a little bit of a gambler. I like to play craps. I like to play blackjack. He's like one of those people that's like he's big on the blackjack. He big on anything he do. You know what I mean? So I was just paying close attention to him, and he just had this event. Like originally, I was just gonna try to get into it. I didn't think it was gonna be something like obtainable. But then I got invited. You know, because they picked only a certain. There was like a group of people that they pick. A lot of people applied. You know, to go or whatever. So I don't know if it was from like past, you know, experiences. We may have run into each other or something in the past, but they accepted my offer, and they were like, "Yeah, come tell your story." You know what I mean? And my story being, you know, I got a battery in my back. I'm considered 15% robot, and he was just like, "Yeah, come tell your story." And I told my story. He just was like, "Yo, that shit touched me." Like I didn't think it was like to that extent. You know what I mean? I was in a coma. I got 3 kids. You know, I'm still out here trying to do whatever it is I got to do, even though I'm considered disabled. And we really locked in after that.
So, just to reiterate here, you applied for a gambling event with this story.
It was like a marketing event. You know what I mean? The gambling was just a plus. He he was just trying to basically get get like-minded individuals together that are of a certain stature or whatever it is he was specifically looking for, and give them game and knowledge on what to how to transform their lives. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a dissection of your business, maybe it's just a little help on how to get yourself out there more, whatever the case may be. There was a lot of different scenarios, and it's just, it was like he made the choice, like, this person's gonna come, this person's not gonna come, this person's gonna come, this person's not gonna come. I was just lucky enough to be one of those people, and it just turned into me telling my story. And then before I told my story, I knew it was going to be a longer lasting relationship. But like after I told my story, I think he just really saw the authenticity in it, and was just like, yeah, we keeping you around.
And was there a name to this event?
I think it was called the Mastermind or something. Like, this is like the only time he's ever probably doing it either. You know what I mean? So if you were a part of that group that was there, like, celebrities came, like I said, it was crazy. I didn't think it was gonna be as big as it was, and it really just changed. My guy Zune, he's running across America right now, raising money for families. He literally is running from California to like New York or Massachusetts or something, like running. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Like, you seen Forrest Gump, like, he doing some shit like that. So definitely check him out. If you go to my followers on IG and just type in Zune, he's the only person I follow with that name. Definitely check him out and donate, if you're ready to do it.